And now, Internet Everything proudly presents 11erella. It is based on the story of Cinderella with a bit of a twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young adult girl named 11erella. 11erella had 6 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Ella, Lola, Asha, Vada, Elsa, and Nina. All 6 of them made fun of 11erella and made her do all the chores. 11er wench! Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, clean out the pantry, do it all, said Ella, Lola, Asha, Vada, Elsa, and Nina, all together. One day, the king of 11ville's messenger arrives and says, Hear ye, the king of 11ville is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Unikopling. But 11erella is not welcome. Her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters are. He's going to marry me, said Ella. No way, Ella, you're wrong. He's going to marry me, said Lola. Both of you are wrong. He's going to marry me, said Asha. Vada said, all 3 of you are wrong. He's going to marry me, said Elsa. All 4 of you are wrong. He's going to marry me, Nina, the youngest stepsister, said. All 5 of you are wrong. He's going to marry me. Later, 11erella is so sad about not going to the ball and marrying Prince Unikopling. Suddenly, her fairy godmother arrives and asks her 11erella what's wrong by saying, There, 11erella, why are you crying, my dear? In which 11erella responds, I have lots of chores to do, but I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Unikopling. 11erella's fairy godmother can make her wish come true by saying, I can help with a bit of magic. Nobody will know it's you. And so she waves her magic wand to clean up all the chores for 11erella. But she's not done yet, she said. 11erella, go fetch me a pumpkin and some mice. Luckily, 11erella has 11 pumpkins and 22 mice. 11erella's fairy godmother waves her magic wand again to turn the 11 pumpkins into a handsome coach, 22 mice into horses, and then 11er's ripped clothes into a gown and crown. 11erella said, I've never seen such a double wonderful gown. You get a load of my glass slippers and climbs into the coach. Her fairy godmother says, have fun, 11erella, my dear, but I will warn you. Return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken, and everything will change back to the way it was before. It gives her a clock to tell her what time it is, and so 11erella accepts the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, the king of 11ville says, Good evening, all. My son, Prince Unikopling, was wondering who he should marry. Isn't that right, son? In which Prince Unikopling responds, Yes, father. Suddenly, 11erella arrives at the ball just in time. Ella, Lola, Asha, Vada, Elsa, and Nina say, He's walking towards me altogether, but he's not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards 11erella. May I have this dance? Prince Unikopling then asks, to which 11erella responds, I would be delighted. Prince Unikopling and 11erella dance happily together. But later, as 11erella checks her clock, and it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the ball. And she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Unikopling was so worried and sad that he might never see 11erella again. The king of 11ville comforts him by saying, There now, son. I think we'll be able to find Leverell, my dear daughter-in-law, and so the king of 11ville and Prince Unicorn began their journey all around the neighborhood to try to find 11 and brought the glass slipper she lost with them. By the time they arrived, they knocked on the door of the house where 11 Ella, Lola, Asha, Vada, and Elsa and Nina all together live. But instead of 11 they find Ella, Lola, Asha, Vada, Elsa, and Nina. Prince Unicorn then says, "Ladies, my father, the king of 11ville, and I have a favor to ask. Can any of you try on this glass slipper?" Ella is first, but her foot is too big. Lola is next, but her foot is too small. "Nonsense! It fits!" she said. Asha, Vada, Elsa, and Nina did the same thing, but none of their feet are the right size either. Suddenly, the king of 11ville and Prince Unicorn noticed 11 sweet singing. She heard excitedly, overjoyed, "Prince Unicorn and your majesty, is that you guys?" The king of Unicorn says, "My dear daughter-in-law, we found you. Will you marry Prince Unicorn?" To which 11 hollered more overjoyed, "Yes!" And so, 11 the king of Unicorn and Prince Unicorn lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, interest doers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and introduce everything. And I've been debating on making the sequels a bit of tradition. So if you want to see maybe someday, or 11 wishes come true, something like that. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and introduce everything, and buy our merchandise at introduceeverything.com. Take care. Bye. And now, Introduce Everything proudly presents 3711 Arella. It is based on the story of Cinderella with a plot twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young woman named 3711 Arella. 3711 Arella had 31 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Tasha, Hannah, Rena, Ellie, Emmy, Tilly, Hilda, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Esme, Naomi, Weta, Ursula, Nadia, Daisy, Ramona, Estrella, and Dottie, Eleanora, Linda, Asha, Valerie, Essie, and Andy. All 31 of them constantly made fun of 3711 Arella and made her do all the chores. 3711 wench! Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all! Said the 31 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters all together. One day, the king of 3711 Ville's messenger arrives and says, hear ye, the king of 3711 Ville, his royal majesty is going to throw a ball, and whoever is the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Trimilla certain gentupling. Can I come as 3711 Arella? But she's not invited. Her 31 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters are. They ran with huge excitement and picked out dresses to wear to the ball. Later, 3711 Arella is so sad, doing chores about not going to the ball and marrying Prince Trimilla Septon Gentupling. Suddenly, her fairy godmother arrives and comforts 3711 Arella. There now, 3711 Arella. I can hit with a bit of magic. Nobody will know it's you, she said. She chants the magic word. 3711, magic wand, do it all for heaven, and waves her magic wand. And because of that, 3,711 Aurela's chores are all done, but her fairy godmother is not done yet. She says, 3,711 Aurela, go fetch me a pumpkin and your friends, the mice. Well, luckily, 3,711 Aurela has 3,711 pumpkins and 7,422 mice. 3,711 Aurela's fairy godmother chants the magic words. 3, 7, 11. Magic wand, do it all for heaven, and waves her magic wand again to turn the 3,711 pumpkins into a handsome coach, the 7,422 mice into horses, and then 3,711 Aurela's reclines into a gown and crown, and then a pair of sparkly glass slippers appear on her 3,711 Aurela's feet. 3,711 Aurela's chore says, I've never seen such a trimella such a gentle-tastic gown. And get a load of my glass slippers, fairy godmother. How can I ever thank you enough? And climbs into the coach. 3,711 Aurela's fairy godmother says, well, you can't, but have fun, 3,711 Aurela, but I would warn you to return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken and everything will change back to the way it was before. And so, 3,711 Aurela accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Trimilla Undasa Jen Toppling was wondering who he should marry. Wondering who to marry, Prince Trimilla Undasa Jen Toppling asked the king of 3,711 Ville, to which Prince Trimilla Septa Jen Toppling responds, yes, father. Suddenly, 3,711 Aurela arrived at the ball just in time. Prince Trimilla Undaka Septa Jen Toppling sees her, walks straight towards her, and says, you must be 3,711 Aurela. May I please have this dance? Yes, said 3,711 Aurela, overjoyed. 3,711 Aurela and Prince Trimilla Undaka Sutta Jin Toppling dance happily together. Tasha, Hannah, Rena, Ellie, Emmy, Tilly, Hilda, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Esme, Naomi, Huerta, Ursula, Nadia, Daisy, Ramona, Estrella, Dottie, Eleonora, Linda, Esha, Valerie, Essie, and Andy saw watch them being jealous about it. But later, 3,700 Aurela realized it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the ball, and she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. The next day, when the ball was over, Prince Trimilla Undaka Setta Jen Toppling was really worried that he might never see 3,711 Aurela again. The king of 3,711 felt comforted by saying, There, now, son. I think we'll be able to find her. And so, they travel all around 3,711ville to find 3,711 Aurela and brought the glass slipper she lost with them. By the time they arrived, they knocked on the door at the house where 3,711 Aurela and her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters lived. But instead of 3,711 Aurela, they find Tasha Tenandi, Prince Trimella Undis Sutta Gentopling says, "Ladies, my father, the king, and I have a favor to ask. Can Annie try this glass slipper? Tasha is first, but her foot is too big. Hannah is next, but her foot is too small." "Nonsense! It fits!" she said. The rest did the same, but none of their feet are the right size either. Suddenly, Prince Trimella Undis Sutta Gentopling and the king of 3711 notice 3711 Arella singing, "Prince Trimella Undeka Sutta Gentopling, your majesty, is that you guys?" she hollered excitedly. 3711 Arella, my dear daughter-in-law, we found you! Exclaimed the king of 3711ville. "And the glass slipper fits!" And 3700 who transforms back into a princess. Prince Trimella Undis Sutta Gentopling and the king of 3700 ville lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrews Doers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrews of Living, and buy our merchandise at andrewsofliving.com. Take care. Bye.